Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Prize Picks video. This one we're talking about the MLB for Tuesday, July 9th. In the video, we have 4 picks for you guys to consider, so stay tuned to hear all 4 of the picks. If you want player prop projections for the MLB for hundreds of picks every day, definitely check out the Patreon with prop projections. We are partnering with them. You could join for free. Today, they're sending out their spreadsheet for free. I was looking at the one they sent out yesterday. 8 of their top 10 picks hit yesterday from the spreadsheet. I did make a copy of it and color code it here to show you 8 of the top 10 hit. If we take that out, this is what their spreadsheet looks like. They have their Prizepicks line, their projection that they came up with using a ton of different stats, and then the overall win percentage here. What I like to do with this is to make a copy of it, and then I can edit in my own projections. And you can see here, you could actually change the projection, and once you change it, it updates the win percentage over here, and then you could sort by your own projections. It's super cool. Nothing else like it on the market right now. You can get the spreadsheet today for free, so definitely join up for free. You'll get notified whenever they post free ones. But you can also join up for $1 per spreadsheet to get the ones behind the paywall. Just click join. You can even set a monthly limit of how many you want to pay for per month and then get notified when those ones go live as well. So definitely check them out down below. It'll also be the pinned comment. Again, they're giving out their projections today for free, so make sure to get in there for free. You saw they were hitting on theirs yesterday. Now let's get into this one. For the first picks, we're going to do a hitter stack. Yesterday in the video, we went 3 for 4 with our picks. One of the players on our hitter stack didn't come through. Jonathan India didn't get on base. The Reds, I think, scored 6 runs, and he wasn't one of the runs. We just needed him to get 1 run. Ellie De La Cruz absolutely smashed. But for this one, we're going to go to another high-scoring game. Looking at the games on today, we could see some high-scoring totals here in the A's-Red Sox game, with the Red Sox being massive favorites at minus 205, implying a really high run total for the Boston Red Sox. So we're going to target some Red Sox in this one against the Oakland A's. Looking at their lineup from their last game, we could see that we do have Rafaela last in the lineup with Duran coming up first. So we're going to actually target that stack. I do like the lower line on Rafaela here, and then I do like Duran in this matchup as well. So we're going to be going to those 2 guys on the stack. So we're going to go target both them on the hit run RBI here. We're going to go to him over at 1.5 hit run RBI, and then we're going to go to Duran here over on his hit run RBI at 2.5 for the hitter stack. So we got Rafael coming up, getting on base, and then Duran hopefully will hit him in, so these 2 can work together to make this hitter stack happen in an extremely high projected run total game against Oakland. In this one, we can come over to Outlier and look at this as well. So looking at Jarren Duran, it is a high line for him so far this season. As we can see, he's gone over in just 40% of games. But you can also filter against right-handed pitchers. He does hit a little better, a 42% hit rate against right-handed pitchers. And then you can also filter to only show home games, and this bumps up to a 50% hit rate for him. You can also come and look at matchups on Outlier. So many things you can look at on Outlier. I definitely recommend trying them out if you haven't yet on that trial with the link down below. You can see none of these batters have faced Estes against the Oakland pitcher today, but Duran, like to see he hits better at home against righties. You can also come down and we could see that Estes is a right-handed pitcher, but against left-handed batters, he actually gives up more runs and a higher batting average on the season so far. So definitely liking that for this one for Duran to get over this in a really high projected run total game. We can also come and look at Rafaela. Over here on Outlier, they have his hit run RBI at 2.5. We're getting at 1.5, so we got to take an alternate line here at 1.5. On the season, this is a 47% hit rate already for Rafaela on the hit run RBI. He's been having a pretty solid season. We can see him against right-handed hitters. He actually has hit this over 50% of games, 31 of 61 times, so definitely good to see that as well for him. He hits better against righties and has been hitting this line pretty consistently all year. And we can see his last 5, he's hit this in 3 of 5 and 6 of his last 10, so definitely on a hot streak as well. So liking this stack in a really high projected run total game. So you're going to go to these two guys on the Red Sox at the top and the bottom of the lineup here. Now we're going to move on to some pitchers. So we're going to move on to Jameson Taillon here. Under on his strikeouts at 4.5 against Baltimore. Liking this for a number of reasons as well. So we can come over and look at MLB teams that strike out the most. Baltimore, bottom half of the league. They are 11th here, striking out just over 8 times per game. But you can see in home games, they strike out 7.65 times, which is a lot lower than their average. So we got Jameson coming up against Baltimore in Baltimore. So they don't strike out as much there. We could see on the season, this under has hit 8 of 14 games. And he's coming off a hot streak. I think it's definitely a little bit of a recency bias here of his last 3 games hitting this one. So I'm going to go to under on him. We've also seen the innings be way up. He's pitched at least 6 in his last 5. With Baltimore being big favorites in this game, it seems like that he won't be going 6 innings as well. So in less innings to do his damage, if Baltimore gets some hits and runs on him, definitely a reason that this one could go under as well. We could see him against these Baltimore hitters. Some guys definitely hitting him pretty well. We could see Urias here hitting 364 on him in 11 at-bats. Hayes hitting 571 against him in 14 at-bats. Mullins 417 in 12 at-bats. So a lot of these guys that have come up to the plate a lot against him have hit him pretty consistently here. And then some really low strikeout rates as well against these guys. Hayes hasn't struck out against him in 14 at-bats. Mullins just 13% of the time. Santander just 6% of the time. So we're definitely liking that. Then we can come down to Baltimore against right-handed pitchers. Remember, they ranked 11th in strikeouts. They are just 6th in strikeouts against right-handed pitchers. So against righties, they strike out even less. One of the top 6 in the MLB. So for all those reasons, definitely liking this one to go under. And finally, using another tool we could see over here on OddsJam. If you want to check them out, they have a free trial as well. Under the strikeouts, the top pick for this pitcher, -150 on FanDuel, -142 on Caesars. Great to see their percent chance to hit based on what other sportsbooks have it. And FanDuel, Caesars really liking this one to go under as well. All right, then we got Nick Lodolo coming up against Colorado. Over 1.5 earned runs we're going to go to in this one. This is an 8.5 run total, so a pretty high run total in this game. And then for Lodolo, we can come and look at some more stats around him. So over on the earned run of 1.5, it's a 50% hit rate this season. But we can look at last season where it was an 86% hit rate. 6 of 7 starts for Lodolo, he went over this amount. 2 or more, even giving up 8 and 6 in 2 games last season. So this season right at a 50% hit rate. And actually in home games, he actually gives up more earned runs. 4 of 7 home games he's gone over this total. We can also come down and look at Colorado against left-handed pitchers, and we can see they rank 17th in the league, so right of the middle of the pack here, so not terrible compared to against right-handed pitchers. They definitely hit better off of lefties here. Historically, especially last year, gave up a ton of runs. This season, right about 50%, but in home games has given up more. And finally, we can see over on the earned runs here, -135 on MGM and Caesars, -133 on Pinnacle. So other sportsbooks are liking this one as well to go over. So definitely liking it for all those reasons. And if you guys want projection on hundreds of props for today in the MLB, Prop Projections is giving out their spreadsheet today for free. All you have to do is go to their Patreon and follow them for free. You're going to get a spreadsheet that looks like this, where they have the Prizepicks line, their projection, and then the win percentage based on their projection. Also really cool, they make it easy to just copy this sheet and then you can input your own projections. That's what I really like doing. Yesterday, they went 8 for 10 on their top 10 projections, so they've definitely been hitting all season. Just click the link down below to go to their Patreon and click join for free to get this spreadsheet. And if you guys want more, you can upgrade to $1 per spreadsheet, and you can even set a monthly limit of how many spreadsheets you want to get per month. So they make it super simple to sign up and start getting these spreadsheets. So definitely check them out. Again, they're giving out that spreadsheet for free. If you want to know more about prop projections, I made a full video on them about our partnership that we're doing this MLB season. So check that out too here on the end card. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in another one.